This woman has been seen working alongside Morty Smith as his partner in crime.
She's that race with memories of the future. But we killed them all.
There used to be a race of people who knew the future, except they went extinct.
Went extinct?
Not so much extinct, but rather they were all wiped out. It was those Federation bastards. They felt it necessary to find and eliminate every race that might pose a threat to them.
But then how? If this race could see the future?
That's what I thought too. Those people were nuts. They knew they were going to get wiped out, but they just sat back and accepted it. Seeing the future is like the ultimate power, but I guess they're not much of a threat if they don't use it.
Suppose they did use it. Could they have changed fate?
That girl knows the future. Time is three-dimensional for her. From her perspective, time flows from past to future, but also from future to past. She can perceive all of that as a single whole, the entirety of time. She can perceive the moment of her death at the moment of her birth. She's aware of every second before it happens. She knows exactly what she will do and how the people around her will respond. But despite that, she has no choice but to accept a future that can't be changed. The present, this exact point in time, exists in multitudes.
If the universe is really infinite, then every possibility should also be occurring infinitely. That means somewhere out in space, two people who look identical to us are having this exact same conversation right now.
Oh, geez, infinite yous and infinite me's, you know.
Exactly. There are no such things as coincidences. Everything that happens for a reason. It is destiny. I can feel the flow of time whenever we're together, Morty. Like right now, I'm alive in this very moment. I can exist in this place because you're looking at me, Morty. This moment is only happening because you're here.
It's the same for me. You're a shining light in my life, like a really bright light. You also have a present, right, Elle?
A present?
I mean right now, this very moment.
It's no different from you humans. The only thing that's certain is now, this very moment. What you think of as the present is really just a small speck of time. That little tiny speck of now exists right in between a perpetual future and past. And inside of that small speck is where we get to live out our lives.
From what I see, the present is bright, you know, it's very bright.
Don't let yourself get killed by a literal nobody, Morty.
Whatever, Rick. Elle. Elle.
Morty.
Elle. I love you.
Why didn't you stop it from happening? It's a dumb question. I know it's not going to change anything. Have you ever experienced a moment like this before in your life?
You say before? You know the flow of time doesn't apply to me. I've been experiencing this moment for all eternity.
What am I going to do next? You already know, don't you?
Yes, I'm aware of what you do after this. However, those actions are for you to decide.
What's next for you?
If a path to the future can be carved out, then the same is true of the past.
What the hell are you doing?
This is the data that you had created.
Are you planning on changing the flow of time?
You decide that. I'm just the one proposing the idea. Just consider if the antimatter had a will of its own. It's possible to perform a CP transformation on me,
That's
isn't it?
ludicrous. Enough with the jokes already.
We can carve through to the past.
You're insane. The problem with entropy is how it gets perceived. Once you change its basis, then the orientation should change along with it. And just so we're clear, my expectations for this are zero. I'm only doing it out of curiosity. At best, the same universe gets repeated from scratch, and absolutely nothing changes. Plus, I won't even get to see the results anyway.
If the tremors in the next universe are big enough, then it could result in a different world.
This isn't the first time, is it? We've been doing the same experiment in an infinite loop, haven't we?
There's nothing to fuss about. Being infinite simply means that it's inevitable for a possibility to become a reality. The future is not set in stone.
All right, shut up. Let's go. It'll hurt a bit, so brace yourself. And now you have enough power to destroy the entire world in an instant. Man, I hope you're not gonna go off and play God or whatever. But there's no way for me to know. If you can hear me, in a second this will be a world where cause and effect are reversed. Do me a favor when you see me again and tell me this. There is meaning to be found in the meaningless. Comprende? You didn't come here from another dimension, did you? You were actually born in this world as the antimatter from this thing.
No, that's all correct.
Alright, so what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
It's very simple, Rick. That's for you to decide.
If I use this, I destroy both you and this thing at the same time. Because by all rights, you shouldn't even exist in this dimension.
Please don't misunderstand. I have nothing but appreciation for you, Rick. It was thanks to you that I was able to meet Morty. That device caused the time distortion, which only happened when you brought it through that fissure in space-time. I'm not supposed to exist, and yet I saved your daughter and your best friend. So I would say you have a stake in this now, right?
What really bothers us is why you appeared at that exact moment.
There is no forward or backward in time for me. Every moment in every place just exists simultaneously. That includes the present I'm spending with Morty and the past where I saved his mom. It all happens concurrently from my perspective. The only reason that you guys perceive me as being a part of the flow of time is because of how you keep encountering me within your own timelines. But time simply doesn't exist for me in that way.
If you already know, then could you at least tell me what the hell I'm gonna do?
Your actions are something that you and you alone get to choose, and I have no right to tell you that. Because I have faith in free will.
You see the glowing haze of light that's in there? Mm-hmm. This is Elle's real body.
Huh?
This device was originally made in Rewind Rick's universe, but after it got brought over into this dimension, its corresponding antimatter was born. Matter and antimatter can't exist simultaneously. We can kiss this annoying device goodbye if Elle goes through mutual annihilation. That'll produce some pure energy, but not enough to destroy the world and everything. Do you want to save Elle?
Dadoy!
Then we need to go track down the asshole who made this.
Where are we?
Morty? Oh shit!
What the hell's going on, Rick?
It's gonna be a pain if we get spotted. You're kinda dead in this universe.
Huh?
Not actually you. He's talking about my grandson. So this was your handiwork after all, huh? Now tell me how to deal with this stupid-ass thing.
And save Elle, you turd!
She was the one who set this whole thing up. You activate that device here, then my whole universe will vanish. And then the loop will finally come to an end. Then Elle can live alongside Morty in your universe without fear of mutual annihilation. The idea isn't to redo this universe, it's to destroy it. And with an infinite amount of parallel universes, this one being wiped out is hardly significant. You're saying that's her master plan? Who knows? But right now we have the ability to reshape fate. What do you want to do, Morty? She might want you to be the one who decides.
Me?